What's your philosophy to run this place, to run a business?
So working for Tillman for the last 17 years, um, there are no spare customers. And Tillman preaches that, the answer to the customer should never be no. And any kids, if somebody comes into Vic and Anthony's at 9 o'clock on a Saturday and wants scrambled eggs, they'll get scrambled eggs. They might cost them $40, but we're going to give them scrambled eggs. So operating with the philosophy, there are no spare customers, and the answer is never no. There's always a solution, but it might cost or take a few other things to happen to make something happen. Tillman has always preached the 95-5 rule. He knows his operators handle 95% of everything. Light bulbs to not just is there a light bulb out, but is it the same wattage as every other light bulb? So I got trained early on looking for the 5% that's wrong. And when you can identify the 5% that's wrong, you can be pretty confident that your customers coming in aren't going to notice that 5%. They're noticing the 95%. And even now, 14 years later, we have people that don't come to our property as often and always comment how clean it is, how great a shape it is, how well it's been kept up over 14 years. So we take pride in that as a team. That given what we have, we do a pretty good job at maintaining a top-class facility. I believe this property is always going to be in the fight. There's advantages and disadvantages to being the smallest hotel and casino in town. The advantages are when times are tough, it might be a little bit easier to operate and manage efficiently. But I think Atlantic City as a whole, we've got some challenges ahead of us with New York City casinos, and I think as long as everybody continues to reinvest and reinvent themselves and stay current, I think we'll be okay. As a simple guy who, people are shocked when they send a complaint letter or a voicemail and I call them back and they have, who's this? So I've always taken pride in the fact that, I don't ask my team to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. And when it comes to guest issues, I understand we are not perfect. No company is perfect. But I enjoy dealing with customers and trying to, turn negative experiences into positive experiences. And 9 times out of 10, I've learned that if you listen to customers and talk to them and explain to them why you're doing something, they might not like it or agree with it, but when they understand it, they're willing to accept it. And I think being a smaller property and an operator at a property like this, that's what I've always taken pride in, is taking the time to explain why we're doing things to customers and listening to their side. But being truthful and transparent, I think, goes a long way.